Hello everyone. This is Mrs. Archana Pradeshni, Assistant Professor in the Department of Information Science, Canara Engineering College. So here let's present some additional information on partitioning algorithms, and we have already seen this kind of partition algorithms in the previous presentations. So we are going to study some of the problems which are related to partitioning along with how to deal with physical address and logical address in the following presentations. Let's say we have got this kind of question wherein the five memory partitions are given. One each partition. First partition is of 100 KB, second is of 500 KB, and third is 200 KB, fourth is 300 KB, and the fifth one is 600 KB. And as we know, these are the possible partitioning algorithms. So it's first fit and best fit and worst fit. So how do these problems can solve this issue? So in the first bit, as we know, there will be many holes in the memory, and the operating system has to reduce the amount of time to spend analyzing the spaces. So it begins in the start of the primary memory and allocates from the first hole, the largest hole. So it goes in the first manner. So if the processes of 212 KB request occurs, so how would the memory, which part of the memory will be allocated? So in this case of first fit, so it will allocate the first large hole. So 212 KB can be directly placed in 500 KB. It is quite large. And then 417 KB in the next large hole. So which is the next large hole? Apart from 200 and 300, we have got 600 KB. So 417 KB will be placed in 600 KB. Next 112 KB, where it will be placed. 112 KB will be placed in 288. How is it possible? See, as you know, 212 KB, okay, 212 KB process was placed in 500 KB. So, what is the remaining place that is left out after the process is allocated? It is 500 minus 212. So, we get it around 288. So, that memory is larger than 200, is it not? So 112 KB will be placed in 288 KB location. And coming to the next process, 426 KB. So where exactly it has to be allocated? As you know, each and every hole is filled up, and 200 is not possible, not sufficient for 426 KB process. Similarly, 300 is not possible for 426 KB process. And also remaining portion of 500 is also to consider. And remaining portion of 600, what will be 600 minus 417? We will get it around 183. That is very small for a process of 426 KB to be occupied, right? So it must wait. So that is a problem of first fit. Again, if we try to calculate for best fit, so what happens in best fit actually is it allocates the best hole, or the best possible hole, or the allocator places the process in the smallest block of unallocated memory, so where it has to fit. So best smallest hole, or the best kind of fit. So in this case, the process of 212 KB will be placed in which location? Is it 100, is it 500, or 200, or 300, or 600? You can find that 212 KB is quite larger than 200 and quite lesser than 300. So it will be placed in the best fit hole for that is 300 KB. Next, the process, or what we can say, 112 KB, 112 KB will be placed in which hole? See, we have already seen about 212 KB, which will be placed in 300. Next, 417 KB, it will be placed in 500 KB. What about 112 KB? Where it will be placed? Will it be placed in 100? No. 500? No. 200? Yes. It is quite large when compared to other holes or the memory locations. And what about 426 KB? It will be placed in will it be placed in any memory location? Yes. So it will be placed in 600 KB location. So in this best fit, we can find that almost all the processes are being placed in the corresponding memory locations, right? So for next let's consider the worst fit algorithm. So in this worst fit, the memory manager will place a process in the largest block of unallocated memory. So but the idea is the placement will create the largest hole after allocations. So if you try to allocate a process of 212 KB, it will allocate in the largest hole. It's not the first largest hole. It allocates the largest hole. So among 100, 500, 200, 300, 600, which is the largest hole? 600, right? So 212 KB will be placed in 600 KB. Next, what about 417 KB process? Where this will be placed? 417 KB process will be placed in the next large hole. Obviously, it is 500, and 112 KB will be placed in which hole? If you calculate the difference between them, so between 600 minus 212, what is the difference between 600 minus 212? 388. Okay, and what is the difference between 500 and 417? 500 minus 417, what is 500 minus 417? We get 83, right? So now process 112 KB can be placed where? It should be placed in the largest hole. So 500 is already occupied, 600 is already occupied. Whether it should be placed in 300 or whether it should be placed in 200, okay, or 100, surely no, right? Whether it should be placed in 200 or 300 or something else. So we have got some other location which we calculate from calculating the difference between the remaining space available after occupying 212 KB in 600 location. So it is 600 minus 212. We get it as 388, which is much larger than 300 and 200. Therefore, 112 KB will be occupied in 388 KB location. And what about 426? Is there any available space for this process? No. So as you know, if we try to calculate 500 minus 417, we get it as 83, and which is much smaller. And 200 and 300 is quite smaller for this, very small for this process 426 KB to be occupied. Therefore, 426 KB has to wait. So this process, so from all these kind of partition algorithm, we'll come to know that the best fit is the most efficient, makes use of the efficient use of the memory, because all the processes are being fit into this in this best fit algorithm. Next, let's consider a logical letter space of 64 pages of 1024 words each. So the logical letter space consists of 64 pages, or we can say it is nothing but 2 raised to 6. Okay, 2 raised to 6 is the pages or the bits used to represent the page. And how many words are there? 2024, or 2 raised to 10 words are there, or 2 raised to 10 bits are used to represent these words. So the logical address, in order to represent this logical address, it can be represented in 2 raised to 6 plus 2 raised to 10, which is 16 bits. So 16 bits are used to represent this logical address. And what about physical address? As you know, the question it says that it is mapped onto the physical memory of 32 frames. So we are representing the physical memory in terms of frames, as you have already seen, and logical address in terms of pages. So this physical memory has got 2 raised to 5. 2 raised to 5 bits are used to represent the frames. And how many words are there of each? It's of 2 raised to 10 words, right? So 2 raised to 5 plus 2 raised to 10, we get 15 bits. So likewise, we have given a next question, which students can take for assignment. This is a somewhat similar question, wherein the logical address space is of 32 pages and 1024 words, and it is mapped onto the physical memory of 16 frames. We are supposed to calculate the number of bits in the logical address and also the bits which are required in the physical address. The next kind of question is somewhat different. Here consider a paging system with page table. So the page table, you should know the how the paging works. So first it will be mapped onto the page table, and the page table from page number from the page table will be used as a reference into the physical memory. So here the first question A tells you that the memory reference, it takes 200 nanoseconds. Okay, the memory reference takes 200 nanoseconds. But how long does the paged memory reference takes? Paged memory reference. So we can find by this question it is very clear that the memory reference is just 200 nanoseconds. That is, to search a particular to go to a particular address in the memory, or to have a memory reference, it just takes 200 nanoseconds. But to search a word within that particular address, again it has to take 200 nanoseconds. So that is the meaning of page memory reference. So the page memory reference takes totally 200 plus 200, which is 400 nanoseconds. So next question B is, if we have associative registers and 75% of page table references. So here the hit ratio is given 75% or 0.75 page table references. First, this kind of hit ratio is given, and they have asked you to calculate the effective memory access time. Okay, and assuming that finding a page table entry takes 0 time if the entry is there. So this is the solution. For the first question, we have already seen that the page memory reference takes 200 nanoseconds to have a memory reference. Okay, and plus to have to search a word in that particular location memory, it again takes 200 nanoseconds, which is nothing but 400 nanoseconds. And next, to calculate what is the value of effective access time. So what is the value of effective access time is 0.75, which is the hit ratio, into 200. Okay, takes 0.75 into 200. That is this is the time taken for paged memory reference. The time taken for memory reference, direct memory reference, plus the miss ratio will be 1 minus 0.75, which is 0.25 into the miss time, or we can say the time taken to reference a page which is not there in the PLB or page table. So this will take to search 200 memory seconds, or 200 nanoseconds is the time taken for memory reference, plus again time taken to search a word, so which is nothing but 400 nanoseconds. So that's why we get 250 nanoseconds. So this will be double always. The hit ratio, if the hit time taken is 200 nanoseconds, so this miss ratio will be 400 nanoseconds, double. So let's consider another kind of problem. Here the segment table is given. So this is considering a problem of segmentation, and also the segment base and the length are given. These are three parameters which are given. You are supposed to find out the physical address for the logical address. Let's say these are the logical addresses, where the first represent the page number. So first, in the first question, we have got page number 0, it has got offset 430. So that is the format of a logical address, right? So for page 0, how do you calculate the physical address? This page number is used as a reference onto the page table, and if this offset is less than the length, if this offset is less than the length, then you are calculating the physical address as adding the base, that is 219, plus the offset 430, we get it as 649. So this is the physical address. So now for the next question B, here it is referred to page number 1 and offset 10. So if this offset, as you know, this offset is 10, and if this offset is less than the length, so what is the length of the page number 1 given? Length is 14. So is 10 less than 14? Yes. So we can calculate the physical address, which is nothing but adding the base 2300 plus this offset, which is 10. So we get 2310. So coming to the next sub question. So here the page number is given as 2 and the offset is 500. what is the length for the page, or length for segment 2 is 100. So is 500 less than 100? No. So it results in an illegal reference to the memory and causes a trap to the system. Next, for the next sub question, the page number is going to be 3 and the offset is 400. So if we try to calculate the physical address, so we'll be getting it as 1327 plus 400. So what exactly is this? Adding the base plus the offset 400. Okay. So why we are doing this is because the offset 400 is less than 580, which is the length. So that's how we get the physical address. And whatever the last question, that is offset 112, is it less than 96? No. So it results in illegal reference to the memory and causes a trap to the operating system. So these are the problems that may arrive in this uh, memory management module, along with the along with some problems, uh, and also there are several problems related to the same. These type of questions may appear in the university papers. Thank you.